Hey, guys, welcome back and happy Wednesday. Well, oh my gosh, it's Thursday. Where is my mind at today? Okay, anyways, we're coming back to talk about the Real Housewives of Beverly Hills reunion part 4 today at 12 p.m. with Dana Wilkie. But also, we have some more Erika news. As this Girardi scandal legal battle continues to play out, of course, we're going to continue to cover it. We've been covering it since October or November. I feel like we've been on this ride for a long time, and it doesn't look like it's ending anytime soon. Now, Erika Jordan is denying concealing about $242,000 in lottery payments in the Tom Girardi bankruptcy battle. We have all the details on that, but before we jump in, if you guys haven't already, go ahead, smash that like button. If you're not subscribed, get subscribed, and don't forget to hit that notification bell because, well, you don't want to miss anything we have coming up. With that, let's jump right in.
It's time for all your binge-worthy pop culture news. Welcome to Up and Adam.
All right, guys, so it looks like Erika Jordan from the Real Housewives of Beverly Hills says she has no knowledge of receiving $242,000, and she's pointing her fingers at Tom Girardi. She dropped a bombshell in court this week, and she was responding to the $25 million lawsuit filed by the trustee presiding over Tom Girardi's bankruptcy. Earlier this year, he was forced into a Chapter 7 by numerous creditors, which we all know this is never ending. I just said that. Of course, we also know that the lawsuit is, saying that Tom Girardi used his law firm's funds in order to pay the bills for EJ Global, which is Erika Girardi's company. The problem being that many of his former clients were screwed out of their money, allegedly. Widows, orphans, burn victims, none of them received the settlements that they were promised from what we're hearing. But it was interesting because at first we heard that Erika Jordan has had no contact with Tom Girardi. Now we're hearing that last night at the reunion, he was calling her at least 5 times around the time that she was sitting on the couch. So he has been calling her, he has been contacting her, and she has spoke with him on the phone. She said it's completely devastating to talk to him because he's not all there. And she said that he is mentally incapacitated. So when Andy asked her questions like, did you ask him, why did he do this? Did you ask him if he did this? She started crying and she was like, Andy, he is not there. He can't answer the questions, which a lot of fans, I was reading the tweets last night and fans were like, wait a minute, how did this go so far left so fast, especially when he was giving these speeches right before he was even involved in the Girardi scandal to begin with? That's a great question. However, I'm not well versed in Alzheimer's or dementia. So since that was a year ago, I feel like when people start to get diagnosed with Alzheimer's and dementia, they start to decline extremely fast. Now, I'm not taking anyone's side. I don't know what's going on. I'm not a doctor, but I'm just assuming. Let's keep it going. In the courts, we know that the Girardi victims are coming forward and they're telling us that Tom Girardi came up with nothing but excuses when it came time to pay out. The people he allegedly screwed over are saying that he would promise us that or tell us that he's putting our money, our settlements into these high interest accounts only to make more money for us because we weren't used to this amount of wealth. So he was making our money make money. All right. Well, now the trustee believes that Erika Girardi received the benefits of ill-gotten money and wants her to pay it back. Erika Girardi has denied any knowledge of her husband's alleged embezzlement. She refuses to turn over any assets. And during the Real Housewives of Beverly Hills reunion, Erika Girardi expressed finally that she feels bad for the victims. She let us know if there were wrongdoings, because right now she's saying we've only heard one side of the story. But if there are these alleged wrongdoings, then I want them to get paid back and I want justice to happen. Those weren't her words exactly, but that was the closest that I feel like we're going to get when it comes to her sympathizing, empathizing, whatever you want to call it, with the victims, the alleged victims, which I feel like we don't even have to say alleged anymore. This is a lot. Now, in the Girardi lawsuit, he said that Tom Girardi assigned the right to state of California lottery payments to Erika Girardi in 2012. He had received the rights to the payments from a client as a payment. The lawsuit also said that Erika Girardi received more than $242,658 in payments from the state of California lottery from 2012 to 2021. She was reportedly set to receive an additional $78,000 in payments in the years of 2022 to 2025. So starting next year, she's reportedly apparently supposed to get an extra $78,000, which now she's denying any knowledge of, which ultimately means that will probably not happen. The trustee is now accusing Erika of concealing the existence of the lottery payments as part of the bankruptcy investigation. The trustee said she willfully concealed the income or assignment from the trustee after the Chapter 7 relief was entered and was confronted by the trustee's special counsel. However, Erika Girardi says she has done no such thing. Erika Girardi claims to have no knowledge of the payments, and she doesn't believe that she ever personally received them. Erika is claiming that her legal team is investigating the matter, and she says she believes the checks were mailed to Girardi's law firm and deposited by her soon-to-be ex-husband, Tom Girardi. Now, Erika is demanding the trustee who has the bank records to, well, figure it out and let her know. She is also asking the judge to dismiss the entire $25 million lawsuit because she feels like she should not be entitled to pay back this money that Tom Girardi allegedly took. Let's use that word. Now, I don't know if you guys caught this video, but it was reported by Radar Online that the trustee who is presiding over the Girardi bankruptcy, which is separate from his law firm's Chapter 7, is moving to have the entire case thrown out due to fraud. He claims that Tom Girardi signed a 2020 financial statement provided to lenders that lists about $261 million of a net worth. The statement listed about $89 million in real property, $116 million in cash, $44 million in security, and another $12 million worth of jewelry. So the trustee's like, wait a minute, if you're hiding these assets and you do have these assets, then why are we helping you with the bankruptcy? Because normally when people file for bankruptcy, they're filing, and even though he didn't file, it was involuntary. But normally when people navigate a bankruptcy, it's because they have nothing left. There's no more money left. What are we supposed to do? And that's when you go into bankruptcy, not when you have allegedly $281 million worth of stuff, I guess. The trustee says that they have been unable to locate many of the assets listed in Tom Girardi's 2020 financial claim, and they believe that Tom Girardi transferred them the year prior to the bankruptcy. The lawyer who is currently living in a senior living facility, who would be Tom Girardi, has yet to respond to the lawsuit. Again, since he's under a conservatorship, he doesn't really have to respond to anything, and anything that he says is not going to be used in court. So at this point, like Erika said when she was crying last night, you left me with all of the fingers pointed at me when it comes to all of these lawsuits, what the actual... And I agree with that. You know, who knows how much Erika actually spent? We don't. Or, well, we know based off the Amex bill, but who knows how much Erika actually knew, if she knew anything. And like she said, there were, you know, partners at his law firm who were doing things. There were these mistresses that he was spending money on. Why are all the fingers pointed at me? I think it's because of how she's portrayed herself on social media. I don't think it's been in her favor. But again, I'm not a social media expert, so I don't want to weigh in on that. But I do want to ask what your opinion is. Do you think Erika Girardi is telling the truth when it comes to this $262,000 in lottery payments? I didn't even know that you could pay your attorney with lottery payments, but okay. And what are your thoughts? Go ahead, comment below. And before you go, don't forget we're back tonight for Hot Messy Topics at 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time for a subscribers only live chat. That way you guys get to call in, get engaged, give me your opinion, and let me have everything in between. All right, guys. Well, happy Thursday. I got it right this time. I hope you guys have a beautiful rest of your week. Thank you so much for watching. If you're not subscribed, get subscribed. Don't forget to smash that like button and hit that notification bell. We will see you so very soon. Bye, guys. Love you.